The superpowers of moms. Hey, super moms! You know what? Kids go through a lot of tough stuff while growing up. Like dealing with school, making friends, figuring out their feelings, and just becoming their own person. Not to mention all of those physical changes they experience. It's a wild ride for sure. So, here's a question. Is it possible for the unwavering love and support of a mother to empower her child to overcome even the most daunting challenges life throws at them? Get them through not only the normal ups and downs, but even a big one, if it comes along, and still help them come out on top?
Because I was dyslexic and pretty hopeless at school, I've forever been trying to prove something to myself and prove something, when she was alive, to her and my dad.
Eve, your mother, she felt like a really, really extraordinarily principled and strong character.
I mean, she was one of the sort of first entrepreneurs around, really. She would never stop. She was an idea a minute, always trying to create things that she could be proud of.
Even when things seemed to be successful by anyone's estimation, you pushed on again, and then you'd push on again and again. Do you have any idea where that instinct or that characteristic came from in you?
I'm sure that came from my mum. I am son of Eve, which is my mum's name.
Sir Richard Branson seems to think so. And is the opposite true? Can a mother cause a brilliant child to develop anxieties that cause them to struggle throughout life?
Mrs. Bates.
I'm pretty sure that you've already answered yes to both of these questions, right? But let's dig in a little deeper and figure out precisely what these mom superpowers are, how to amplify those superpowers, and of course, just in case we had some less than ideal parenting when we were growing up, how to make sure we're not repeating any of those parenting mistakes from the past. And to be absolutely sure we're on the right track, let's check out the science on it too. All of that is in this video, so stay tuned. All right, first things first, let's admit it. Good moms are superheroes. Let's talk about mom superpowers and how those superpowers lead to a child's success. Let's go through those superpowers one by one. First, there is emotional support. A nurturing and supportive environment helps children develop confidence, resilience, and a healthy sense of self-worth. When mothers provide emotional support, they lay the groundwork for their child's overall well-being and set them up for success in life.
What's the ROI of your mother? The ROI of my mother is everything. The reason I'm going to buy a multi-billion-dollar sports franchise is because of my mother. My mother, the way she parented me, which, oh, by the way, is perfectly, is the reason I have the ability, the confidence, and the absolute wherewithal to execute the businesses that I'm building. However, my friends at Inc. 500, I cannot come to you with slides and put them on those screens and say, over here, click, in 6th grade when I got a mullet, and my mom said I was gorgeous and beautiful and I could do anything. Well, that was building self-esteem. And so what I did with that on the next slide is, you'll see here, I sold a couple more cases of wine in 1994 because of that self-esteem, which led to this. And now I can't show you. I can't show you in data the ROI of my mother, but I promise you, it's all of it. The whole kit and caboodle.
Confidence, resilience, and a healthy sense of self-worth. These are essential qualities for a successful life. Plus, mom hugs are the best, am I right? A mother's emotional support, my friends, sets them up for success in life.
I am the byproduct of incredible mothering. I am lucky that I had a world-class mother who built accountability and self-esteem in me, which made me completely capable of doing everything that I've wanted to do in my business career. Not everybody is as lucky as I am with the luck of the draw of who their mother or father or circumstances were. I was lucky that I was born in the Soviet Union and came to America and we had nothing and had to grow up grinding it out. because I never was able to form entitlement because nothing ever came easy to me.
A huge part of this is being a safe base. That means letting them explore the world with the knowledge that if something gets scary, you've got their back. Letting them have independence, but with a backup plan. This is a fundamental way children develop confidence and courage. Essential qualities for anyone. Education. It's a well-known fact that mothers who prioritize and invest in their children's education set them up for academic success. Reading to children and engaging in intellectual discussions helps to install a love of learning and a strong educational foundation. Malcolm X famously said, "The mother is the first teacher of the child. The message she gives, that child gives to the world." And many others have reiterated that sentiment, such as Barbara Bush, who said, "The home is the child's first school, the parent, the child's first teacher, and reading is the child's first subject." Mom is teacher. Yes, please! And it's a fact anyway. Education comes first from home, and the more involved parents are in the education, the better. Especially if there is a learning struggle. Parents can remediate a learning struggle with the learning success system. Parents who do just a few minutes of the learning success system before homework time can really make that homework go a lot easier. It helps them build up the fundamental learning skills needed for success, the grit to get through the tough stuff, and even takes advantage of brain-building neurogenesis and neuroplasticity. And a quick fact. Did you know that a new study just came out that showed that the average intelligence in the US is dropping? For about the last 100 years, it's been rising at about 3 IQ points per decade. Now, all of a sudden, in the early 2000s, it started dropping. Scary, right? Yes, it's time to start paying attention and doing all the things to help kids develop their brains, which mostly happens at home. Things like nutrition. There's a video on that right here. And helping them develop the foundational building blocks of learning, which is what the learning success system does. There's a link for a free trial in the description. Role modeling. You know what they say, like mother, like child. Moms who show off positive behaviors and values teach their kids what it means to be a good person. And that's a pretty great recipe for success. As moms, we can be powerful role models by embodying positive behaviors and values like hard work, honesty, kindness. We can inspire our kids to adopt these traits and develop good character, which will serve them well throughout their lives. And another thing that they pick up from us, but more subtly, is emotional intelligence. All of the factors that lead to a successful, happy life. Emotional intelligence is at the top. Some very successful people claim it's the #1 factor in their success. You can learn more about emotional intelligence and how to pass it down to your child by watching our documentary, The Overly Emotional Child. You can check that out right here. Encouragement and praise. Give it up to the moms who are always cheering on their kids. Encouragement and praise from moms can help kids develop a growth mindset, making them unstoppable when it comes to overcoming challenges. Recognizing children's efforts and accomplishments can motivate them to continue striving for success. But it is critical to use praise in the right ways. Praising attributes can lead to a fixed mindset. A fixed mindset hinders learning and growth and can lead to low self-esteem and anxiety. Instead, praise effort. That leads to a growth mindset. And having a growth mindset is a big predictor of success. It's such an important concept. We made a full video on it, which you can get right here. Socialization. Moms that are the ultimate social coaches. They teach their kids how to make friends, share toys, and play nice, which will definitely help them succeed in life and relationships. These lessons teach strong social skills like empathy, cooperation, and communication. These skills set children up for better relationships and networking opportunities in the future. Quick note, in the past, it was thought that the best way to be the top in business was to be cutthroat and merciless. In today's world, that idea is being challenged by some of the top business leaders. These leaders emphasize empathy, treating others well, and good communication as a way to the top.
I think we're gonna start realizing in this next half century that if you wanna be a business juggernaut, proper humanity is actually the foundation of it.
In other words, soft skills. Sure, the other way can work. It can lead to huge fortunes, but doesn't always lead to a good life. There are a lot of unhappy people at the top. Gary Vaynerchuk considers it so important that he's written a book on it. Highly recommend. Now, let's get real. and talk about the ways that moms can accidentally trip up their kids' future success. Since you're watching this video, these probably don't apply to you, but it's a good idea to be aware of them anyway. Number 1 is overprotection. We know moms just want to keep their kids safe, but sometimes too much protection can hold kids back.
God, I don't know what anyone wants from me anymore.
Nobody wants anything from you.
Listen, look. We all just want Cal, Con, everybody. We just want you to be happy.
Happy?
Yes.
Ward, you tell me the definition of happy, huh? But first you better make sure that your kids are good and safe. That no one's fallen off a horse, or been hit by a car, or drowned in that swimming pool you're so proud of.
Oh, yeah.
And then you come to me and tell me how to be happy.
Helicopter parenting can make it tough for kids to learn to take risks and face challenges on their own. Remember that secure base we talked about? Overly protective mothers may unintentionally stifle their children's independence and risk-taking. This can hinder their ability to face challenges and succeed in the future. Excessive criticism.
No wire hangers! What's wire hangers doing in this closet when I told you no wire hangers ever? Work till I'm half dead, and I hear people saying she's getting old. And what do I get? A daughter who cares as much about the beautiful dresses I give her as she cares about me. What's wire hangers doing in this closet? Answer me!
Nobody is perfect, but constant criticism from moms can be a real downer. It can make kids afraid to take risks and chase their dreams. Constant criticism can erode a child's self-esteem and create a fear of failure. This can inhibit their willingness to take risks and pursue ambitious goals. Of course, we do need to guide them. Can't just let them run amok. So how do we do it? There is a healthy way for moms and all parents to provide constructive criticism to their children. The key is to ensure that the criticism is focused on specific behaviors, actions, or choices rather than on a child's character or worth. Here are some healthy guidelines for offering healthy, constructive criticism. Be specific. Clearly identify the behavior or the action that needs improvement. Avoid general or vague statements that may leave your child confused or frustrated. Use I statements. Express your concerns using I statements to describe how you feel or what you have observed rather than placing blame on the child. For example, I noticed that you didn't finish your homework instead of you're always so lazy. Focus on the behavior, not the child. Make sure your criticism targets the specific behavior or action and not the child's character or personality. This helps prevent your child from internalizing the criticism as a reflection of their self-worth. Offer guidance and support. After expressing your concern, provide guidance or suggestions for improvement. Offer your help and support in finding a solution or working on the issue together. Choose the right time and place. Select a calm and private setting to discuss your concerns. Avoid discussing sensitive issues in front of others or during moments of high stress or emotional intensity. Balance criticism with praise. Make an effort to acknowledge and praise your child's efforts, strengths, and achievements. This helps maintain a positive relationship and reinforces their self-esteem. Be empathetic. Show understanding and empathy for your child's feelings and experiences. This helps them feel heard and respected, making them more receptive to your guidance. By following these guidelines, moms can provide constructive criticism that helps their children learn, grow, and develop healthy habits and behaviors without damaging their self-esteem or confidence. Next, we have poor role modeling. Hey, moms are humans too, but when moms demonstrate negative behaviors or values, kids can pick up on those habits, and that might not be great for their future success. And then there is lack of emotional support. When kids don't get enough emotional support from their moms, they can struggle to develop confidence and self-worth, which can make it harder for them to succeed in life. Emotional support is so critical at those young ages. So is helping them to understand their emotions. We cover how to teach them how to understand their emotions in the Overly Emotional Child documentary. So be sure to check that out. Next is neglect.
And I know why she never came to the hospital. She's busy going to goddamn Spain and goddamn Portugal. Why should she care if I'm hung up by the balls out there?
Maybe this is how they sit around and talk at the hospital, but we're not at the hospital now.
You never came to the hospital.
Honey,
How do you
your
know
mother
about the
did come to the
hospital?
hospital. Now, you know that she did. She had the flu, and she couldn't come inside, but she came
Yeah,
to the
well, she
hospital.
wouldn't have had any flu if Buck was in the hospital. She would have come if Buck was in the hospital.
Buck never would have been in the hospital.
That's enough. That is enough.
Neglect has far-reaching effects on children. Neglecting kids' needs, whether it's emotional, educational, or social, can leave them feeling lost and unprepared to face life's challenges. While I know that's not you, maybe look out for it in your community. It is so prevalent and is so terrible. Now that all that's covered, let's talk about a struggle that a lot of kids have that often goes unnoticed for far too long. It happens to the smartest kids, and that's why it doesn't often get noticed. Because they are so smart, no one would guess that they're struggling. Learning struggles. When children have learning struggles, can the influence of a mother be stronger than the difficulties that a learning disability may cause? The answer to that is a definite yes. As a matter of fact, Gary Vaynerchuk and Richard Branson, two extremely intelligent and extremely successful entrepreneurs, featured in the clips you just saw a few minutes ago, both struggled in school, and both attribute their success to their mother pushing them through the struggles in a loving way, doing all of the things we mentioned earlier in this video. A mother's emotional support can help the child build resilience, self-confidence, and a positive self-image, despite the challenges they may face due to their learning struggle. By encouraging the child's strengths and interests, a mother can foster a sense of self-efficacy and motivation, which can help the child persevere in the face of challenges.
And there's moments where I stood up to drug dealers in Chicago and said, you can't have my publishing, come and kill me. Do whatever you're going to do, but you're not going to bully me. You're not going to stop me, because my mother made me believe in myself. No matter how many people tell me, stop believing in yourself. Stop saying what you can do.
The confidence and grit built through encouragement and emotional support will often help a child find their true gifts. And once a person doubles down on their gifts, well, success is almost inevitable at that point. When there is a learning struggle, it may be even more important for a mother to work with her child to develop essential life skills, such as organization, time management, and communication. These help them succeed in various aspects of life, despite their learning disability. And then there's early intervention. Identifying and addressing a learning disability as early as possible can improve the child's chances of reaching their full potential. A mother's natural gut feeling is faster at catching a problem than the school system. Mothers are just better at that too. If they are struggling, do what thousands of parents have done and start them on a free trial of the Learning Success System. And if necessary, advocacy. A proactive mother can advocate for her child's needs within the educational system, ensuring they receive appropriate accommodations, resources, and support to succeed academically. We've done a full video series on this in case you need it. Mothers really have superpowers in these areas. They can really guide their child's future. The science. What about science? Can we prove that all of this is true? Yes. There is a substantial body of research that demonstrates a correlation between good parenting and the success of children. Various aspects of parenting, such as warmth, responsiveness, and appropriate discipline, have been found to be positively associated with children's academic achievement, psychological well-being, and social competence. Some notable research findings include parenting styles. Research by psychologist Diana Baumrind identified 4 primary parenting styles: authoritative, authoritarian, permissive, and neglectful. Studies have consistently shown that children of authoritative parents who exhibit high levels of warmth and responsiveness, along with appropriate expectations and discipline, tend to have better academic performance, social skills, and psychological well-being compared to children of parents with the other parenting styles. We did a full video on that too, if you'd like to check it out. Parental involvement. A meta-analysis conducted by William James found that parental involvement in children's education, including helping them with homework, attending school events, and discussing school-related matters, was positively associated with children's academic achievement. Attachment. Research on attachment theory by John Baldi and Mary Ainsworth has demonstrated the importance of secure attachment between children and their caregivers. Children who develop secure attachments with their parents tend to exhibit better emotional regulation, social competence, and resilience in the face of adversity. This is also going to lead to more successful relationships later on in life, especially romantic relationships. So, if you're looking forward to enjoying grandkids one day, Enough said, right? Socio-emotional support. Many studies have shown that children who receive consistent emotional support from their parents are more likely to develop strong self-esteem, emotional intelligence, and a healthy sense of self-worth, all of which contribute to overall success in life. Home environment. Research has also emphasized the importance of a positive home environment that promotes learning, curiosity, and exploration. A stimulating home environment with access to books, educational materials, and engaging activities has been linked to better cognitive and language development in children. While there certainly are other factors such as genetics, individual temperament, peer relationships, and socioeconomic status, the early years of parenting are pretty powerful. And moms have the superpowers to make those years wonderful, ensuring a good future for their children. Some would say that mom superpowers are more powerful than all of the struggles combined. So thank you for being an amazing supermom. You are the starting point for a better world for all of us. If you've enjoyed this video, please consider subscribing and giving us a thumbs up, because you'll want to get all of the other great content that we do. And check out some of our other videos. I think these will interest you. We strive to make them helpful for you. Thank you for watching. We really appreciate you being a part of making the future world a better place.